right side. So you can see my pocket's inside there. So the right sides, that's the bit we want to be showing when we put the two bags together. So we're going to put the right sides together and we're going to pin all the way around except for a section on the bottom. And I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to pin all the way down here. Make sure you're joining up your edges nice and neatly. Everything's nice and flat. Make sure everything is flat. Doing this on a flat surface is important. So put your pins in. I might put, if you want to put another one in the middle there, okay? So that we've got all the way down. It's a little bit crooked on the bottom here. Okay. I'm actually going to trim that off because we have it quite straight there. And that's just a bit of a fault in the cutting. It's quite slippery fabric, this. Okay, so I'm going to turn. Now, on the bottom of your bag, you need about a 15 centimeter gap. So I'm just going to use my great big tape measure. And I'm going to fold this in half, like that. I'm going to give it a bit of a press with my thumb so I can, oh, see, so there's my middle. So the 7 centimeter mark there. I'm going to put a pin this way. So we're going to leave this gap like we did. And that's about right. So 7, that's about 14. So we'll go with about 14 centimeters. It's quite a bit of a gap. We're not sewing there. That part is not going to get sewn. So we're going to sew around this corner. We're going to sew here. We're going to stop, reverse, okay, stop, and start again over this side. So we're going to go all the way around, pin, 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 and then we're going to sew. Make sure my edges are together. This is a bit frayy material too, so it's definitely going to need some machine neatening. So I'm just going to pin. Now we pin all the way to the top. We don't need to worry about leaving the gaps on this one because we're not threading the cord through this one. We're threading it through the other side. Okay. Right, so we're going to sew that. Okay, so we're going to sew the bag lining together. So we're just going to go, we're doing stitch number 3, figured out my reverse problem, so there we go. We're going to go backwards and sew all the way around the edge of the bag until we get to the bottom, and then we're going to stop and start again. So we're going to go all the way down this edge, take your pins out, pin out, all the way to the bottom. Now when we get to this section here, we're going to get to about 1.5 centimeters away. Stop, lift your foot, turn, line it back up again, and sew to the next pin. Now don't go past this pin. You're going to reverse here. Take that pin out. Reverse 1, 2, 3, and then forward again. And then lift the needle, take it out, cut. Then we're going to put it back in. And we're going to keep going. Remember, we're going to put it down. We'll take the pin out now. Sew 1, 2, and then back 1, 2, 3, and then sew all the way to the edge, keeping it lined up. Okay, let's turn out. I'm a bit crooked there, so I'm just going to come a little bit further out. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we're going to all the way to the top. Okay, so I wouldn't normally machine neaten the lining, but this lining frays quite easily. So I'm actually just going to stop that from happening, and I'm going to choose my stitch and go around. I'm just machine neating the edge of